I knew something was really wrong when I couldn't stand up without nearly blacking out. We were in southern Italy, beautiful, sun-soaked, dreamy, and completely unfamiliar. I'd brushed off the nausea at first. Thought maybe I'd eaten something weird or was just dehydrated from the beach. But when I woke up drenched in sweat, stomach in knots, dizzy as hell, I knew it wasn't just bad seafood. My boyfriend looked at me and just said, "We're going to the hospital." And that's when things got complicated. See, we're used to healthcare being stressful, but I wasn't expecting how different it would feel when you're not in your own country. The ER was packed. The nurse barely spoke English. I was trying to explain my symptoms and getting nowhere, and then they asked for my insurance. I handed them the info from my home provider, and they just kind of shrugged. Said I'd need to pay up front, full cost, and only then, maybe they'd treat me. I didn't even have the strength to argue. I just looked at my boyfriend like, what now? He stepped outside, called the number on this little app we'd downloaded before the trip, Aura's Insure. It was something I'd added last minute, almost out of guilt, because I knew I should have travel insurance, but never actually used it before. I honestly thought it was one of those just-in-case things. Turns out, this was the case. 10 minutes later, we were told to head to a private clinic nearby, one that Aura's worked with directly. They'd already called ahead, sent my info over, and covered the payment. I didn't have to show a thing. We got there, I was admitted immediately, and within the hour, I was getting fluids, real pain relief, and actual attention. Turned out I had a nasty intestinal infection, and my electrolytes were dangerously low. Like, if I'd waited much longer, it could have gotten really bad. I remember laying there in that crisp white bed, for in my arm, and just feeling this huge wave of relief. Not just because I was getting better, but because I didn't have to fight to be cared for. I didn't have to deal with bills or translate policy terms or prove I deserved help. It made me think how easy it is to feel invincible when you travel. You pack your clothes, your chargers, your passport, but forget that things do go wrong. And when they do, you're so far from anything familiar. I used to roll my eyes at insurance. Seriously, it felt like a thing for other people. I'm young, healthy-ish. I always figured I'd tough it out if something happened. But what I learned the hard way is that it's not about being tough. It's about being prepared for the stuff you can't tough out. The stuff that blindsides you in a country where your credit card means nothing and your language skills fall apart under stress. Aura's wasn't some annoying call center or paperwork mess. It felt like a friend who just knew what to do. They literally took the wheel when we couldn't. And I didn't even realize how huge that was until a few days later, when I read horror stories online, people stuck with $10,000 bills or denied treatment altogether. People who just didn't have that backup. That one thing that makes a scary moment less scary. So yeah, now when I travel, I still forget socks. I still overpack books I won't read. But I never forget to turn on Aura's. It's not even expensive. You just go online, you can find it on Google, and pick the days you're away. Then, you're covered. I don't sell this stuff, and I'm not trying to pitch anything. But if you've ever been curled up in a foreign clinic, wondering if you'll be okay, you'll get why I swear by it now. So that's my little travel insurance hack. One that kind of saved my ass in Italy. And one I hope you never need, but will be so glad you have if you do. Stay safe out there. And pack more than your sunscreen, okay?